Hello BookTube. I thought I'd do a book haul today. We went out this morning, Saturday morning. We have some sunshine, blue skies, a lot of snow melting. We thought we'd get out of the house, and we went up through Woodstock and Bridgewater, Vermont, and found a thrift store in Bridgewater and just had great books at great prices. So I thought I would show you what I have. So I had this set of covers of the Lord of the Rings paperbacks, which were ones I've had when I was younger, and I wanted to get the Hobbit. They had the same cover, so I left the price tags on so I could tell you what they were. This is was $1. It's Houghton Mifflin. And this one is Ballantine Books, 1966. So this is the second printing, June of '66. So that completes my, I have two sets of the older paperbacks. I just like them because I remember the covers. Then the next thing I got here was an old Everyman's Library, Samuel Johnson, The Rambler, introduction by S.C. Roberts. These are the end papers. Let me see here. Dent, London, and Dutton in New York, Everyman's Library. And this is from, this is a 1963 reprint. So very nice. Like I say, I like these. And then I got another one. Shorter novels, Elizabethan. This is Everyman's Library. It says Thomas Deloney's Jack of Newbury and Thomas of Reading, Robert Greene's Card of Fancy, and Thomas Nash's The Unfortunate Traveler. So this was $2. The other one was $2, and The Hobbit was $1. So again, the same end papers. And this is Dent from London and Dutton from New York. And this is a reprint of 1966. And then, I heard somebody on BookTube talk about this. I can't remember who it was. And I've really enjoyed John Scalzi. So for $2, I picked up this Red Shirts. Nice trade paperback. Good shape. The Tom Doherty Association book. So it's Tor, New York. And this is the first trade paperback edition of January 2013, but it looks like it's the third printing of that. So I'm looking forward to this. This is Ensign Andrew Dahl has just been assigned to the Universal Union capital ship Intrepid, flagship of the Union since 2456. It's a prestige posting, and Andrew is thrilled to be assigned to the ship's xenobiology laboratory, with the chance to serve as away missions alongside the starship's famous senior officers. Life couldn't be better until Andrew begins to realize that 1. Every away mission involves some kinds of lethal confrontation with the alien forces. 2. The ship's captain, its chief science officer, and the handsome Lieutenant Kerenskys always survive these confrontations. And 3. Sadly, at least one low-ranking crew member is invariably killed. Unsurprisingly, the crew below decks avoid away missions at all costs. Then Andrew stumbles on information that completely transforms his and his colleagues' understanding of what the starship Intrepid really is, and offers them a crazy high-risk chance to save their lives. So, seems like a little bit of a spoof on Star Trek, but we will see. Then got this one is 2 volumes in one. It's called Rotten Reviews, a literary companion, edited by Bill Henderson. This one I actually paid $3 for. And it is this is a 1995 Barnes & Noble book, consisting of Rotten Reviews and Rotten Reviews 2. And let's see here. The history of literature is filled with foolish, mistaken, shallow, and downright hostile review of books we now consider classics. Here is a selection of those reviews, highlights of nasty attacks on authors and works that we now approach with awe. That sounds like fun. And then I got, this is in the World of Art series, and it's, let's see here, Thames and Hudson, and this is early medieval art with John Beckworth. And I've grabbed these when they're in good enough shape, and I see them. This one I paid $2 for, to give you an idea of what the insides of these look like. So again, yeah, for $2, I wasn't going to miss that. And then, again for $2, The Living Past of Greece, A.R. and Mary Byrne, forward by Laurence Darrell, with a little blurb here by Mary Renault, admirably conceived and executed. This is a revised and updated edition. It's a paper thing. It's, there's a, copyright's 1980. It's got some yellow highlighting, but it's alright. I'll read through it anyway. So, there you go. This next one, I read in a paperback years ago. I think, I'm trying to remember if I'm right. I believe I did. This is Homer's Odyssey by John H. Finlay Jr. Get this for $2. This is a hardback, a little sun damage there. Harvard University Press, Cambridge, Massachusetts, London, England, 1978. It's the first edition. So this is long-awaited work on Homer's Odyssey by one of our foremost teachers and scholars of the classic, John H. Finlay Jr. Already generations of Harvard have benefited from his knowledge and understanding of Homer's words and world. Now his thoughts on the Odyssey are woven together in this remarkable volume. So it's about the Odyssey. I'm glad to have it. And inside it, I found all, which is always fun in these books, you find, so as long as it hasn't yellowed anything. In this case, it didn't. So somebody put together all these. John Finlay, legendary scholar of Greek literature, dies at 91. I can't tell what newspaper this was from. And then this here is from the New York Times obituaries, Wednesday, June 14th, 1995. John H. Finlay Jr., 91, classicist at Harvard for 43 years, is dead. I think this is the same thing. Yeah, I think this is the same. So they were stuck in the pages there. And then the next thing I found, I had this, but mine was a copy without a dust jacket. It was a little beat up. So I was glad to get it, and I'll replace it with this volume. And this is Kenneth Clarke, The Romantic Rebellion, Romantic versus Classic Art. Spent $2 on this. There's Kenneth Clarke. This was Harper & Row Publishers, New York. And this is first U.S. edition, 1973. Being an art book, it's got plenty of illustrations. So this will go to replace my less than attractive volume. I think it's on the shelf behind me, actually. And then, for $2, I've got another book I've read, but nice copy here. And that is Laurence Darrell, The Greek Islands. I got it for $2. It's a studio book, The Viking Press, New York, and this is 1978. Really enjoyed this book. To tell you the truth, I really think I read it in a paperback. So, having all these images is very, very, isn't that beautiful? So glad to have this. Then I found something really that I've never seen before, and I hope I can show. It's this thing, Alfred A. Knopf, The Book Lover's Repair Kit, First Aid for Home Libraries. So what you do is it opens up like this, and let me see if I can get it so you can see. Nestled in the top is a book. Now let me take that out first, and it's called The Book Lover's Repair Manual, Estelle Ellis with Wilton Wiggins and Douglas Lee. So it is a book. Here's the end papers. Drawings by Timothy C. Ely and photographs by Leonard Morris. And this is the first edition of 2000. So all instructions about how to repair your books, book covers, dust jackets, those sort of things. And what's neat is nestled under the book, let me see if I can do this without making a mess, are all these tools. So you've got your bamboo brush, cutter with the guide, magnifying. Oh, doesn't that look cool? You got this thread, the bone tool. Sort of cool. I mean, there's just tons and tons of things in here. I've never ever seen this before. Never seen one like it. And there's a lot more. Now, I'm sure because it is a few years old, I'll go ahead and I'll like pH neutral adhesive. This can't possibly still be good. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is. These big clips, your white gloves, and more. I'm not gonna, I don't even know what half the other stuff. Archival transparent mending tape, archival mounting and hinging tape, and document cleaning pad. So I'm going to mess around with this stuff and see what I can figure out. It just was so neat to find something that I'd never... Oh, you see what the magnifying glass says on it? It's got a hair on it. It says Rumpole of the Bailey. Ha! Is that cool? I think you might be... I don't know. I don't know if it lights up or what it does. We'll figure it out. So, yeah, pretty neat little collection. So when we were done with the books, because we were over in, I think it's West Bridgewater, Vermont, we went to have lunch and had a steak and cheese sub at the Long Trail Brewery. So I had to grab a growler. And this is unearthed, so it's a stout, which is, especially during the winter or cold weather, is my beer of choice. So pretty good day. Thank you, BookTube.